Ashley, we're not dealing with that.
No.
I know.
76 today.
Yes,
Ooh.
a very, very good temperature. We're very calm. I am also very glad we're not dealing with all of that. I've been saying it's a little bit of a boring forecast, but boring doesn't mean bad. We're staying very dry, very calm weather pattern that we're in. We're going to keep that all throughout this week. So, you know, you can't expect much to change day to day, which is, I think, a very good thing. And we're staying very fall-like, which I think is another good thing. Here's a look at satellite and radar of the United States so we can kind of take a look at that active weather that we're seeing in other areas. There's some of those strong low pressure systems that are riding right along that east coast, bringing all of that rainfall and all of that storm surge with the ocean there. Then we've got across the Midwest a cold front kind of turned into a stationary front there, bringing a line of showers and storms across Wisconsin, Illinois, Missouri, looking like starting to get into Oklahoma as well. Over towards the southwest, we've also seen a whole lot of rain been falling in Arizona. There were several flood alerts over these past few days. Then towards the northwest, there's some rain up there as well. That's pretty typical, but in Alaska, those leftover typhoons also bringing a whole lot of rainfall. Here in the bluegrass, we're really not seeing a whole lot. We've got nothing to look at on satellite and radar, not even really much in terms of cloud cover. We are, however, seeing a little bit of some fog as we're heading out the door this morning. Very, very patchy. Not going to have a large impact on your morning commute anywhere you're seeing the red, possibly down to half a mile of visibility. Mainly to the south is where you possibly could see some impacts like Williamsburg, Monticello. We're seeing a whole lot of visibility getting brought down there. Overall, though, across a majority of the bluegrass, just some light patchy fog that you might run into as you're heading out the door. Sending those kiddos off to school, might need to have them wear a jacket as they're heading out the door. Could see temperatures dropping a few degrees over these next few hours before that sun rises. We'll be a little bit on that chillier side. We're going to see us in those mid to upper 40s as they're heading out the door, but by the time they're heading home, I know Alina's been saying she's really looking forward to this one. 76 for this afternoon. Very beautiful temperatures that we've got ahead for us. And we'll have a whole lot of sunshine, maybe a few clouds here and there during our day, but even where we do see that cloud cover, I mean, you'll notice it's not necessarily overcast. Lots of sunshine in between those clouds. It'll be a pretty picturesque day, I've got to say. Then as we head into the overnight hours, basically rinsing and repeating. We drop back down into those 40s to start us off Tuesday morning. Maybe a little bit of some fog, maybe a little bit of light cloud cover. Then our afternoon temperature is going to be in those mid to low 70s. The only thing we might see changing from day to day is a slight cool down as we head towards the middle of our week. But for the most part, we're going to stay pretty close to average for this time of the year. We'll be getting in those mid 70s for today. Same goes for tomorrow. Wednesday, we're looking at potentially the lower 70s and then maybe even down into the 60s for Thursday. But we'll warm right back up as we head towards the end of the weekend. Maybe into the weekend, could possibly see a pattern change there, although a lot is still unknown about that. So for now, we'll just focus on our very dry and tranquil pattern that we have for us for this week.